On April 7th, Flint Rotary Club will be celebrating its 99th anniversary. Flint was chartered in 1916 as the 220th Rotary Club in America. Today, there are more than 34,000 chartered clubs throughout the world. This incredible growth occurred one club at a time when an existing club agreed to sponsor a provisional group. During our 99-year history, Flint Rotary has sponsored 12 new Rotary clubs, and our long-term club secretary, Richard Cordell, assisted with the formation of the Rotary Club of Togliatti, Russia. Flint also lays claim to being the grandparent of the Imlay City Rotary Club, which was sponsored by the Lapeer Club, which we originally sponsored in 1924. Who sponsored our Flint Club? In 1914, there were 3 Rotary clubs in Michigan. Detroit, chartered as number 16, Grand Rapids, chartered as number 77, and Saginaw, chartered as number 93. It was about this time that Walter Duncan, owner of the Model Bakery in Flint, heard about the Rotary movement. Wanting to learn more, he and fellow businessman John Mercer contacted the Detroit Rotary Club. 3 members of Detroit Rotary visited Flint in 1915 and agreed to help Duncan and Mercer organize the Flint Rotary Club. The Rotarians were Elton F. Haskell, an executive with the Detroit Refining Company. Elton was the executive secretary of Detroit Rotary, a position he held for several decades. Accompanying him was Roy E. Helfrich, owner of Helfrich Dairy. Over the next several decades, Roy would distinguish himself with perfect attendance. And Clarence K. Bachstance, sales representative with Bachstance Brothers, a janitorial supply in downtown Detroit. Their guidance was helpful, but a final organizing push was needed to make it happen. That came in March of 1916, when Roy Denny of the Chicago Rotary Club spent 3 days in Flint. In 1909, Robert Roy Denny had organized and become the first president of the Seattle Rotary Club. During his year as president, his club grew to 242 members. In 1910, he attended the first Rotary Convention, met Paul Harris, and was elected as the first vice president of the newly formed National Association of Rotary Clubs of America. Following the 1910 convention, he moved to Chicago and formed Deno's Food, an infant formula manufacturer. I don't know how good his product was, but he sure was a great salesman. On his 3-day whirlwind tour of Flint, he visited local businessmen promoting Rotary. He was enthusiastic, and for him, Rotary was an easy sell. By the time he left, there was a lot of excitement within the business community. During the next 3 weeks, Duncan completed the necessary documentation, gained the commitment of 23 charter members, and on Friday, April 7th, 1916, the Rotary Club of Flint was organized. On May 1, 1916, Charter number 220 was issued by the International Association of Rotary Clubs, and Flint Rotary was born. Over the next few months, Flint Rotary's membership grew rapidly. By December, our club had 60 members, 6 neophytes, and William Jennings Bryant, an honorary member on our books. On Monday, December 25, 1916, our club published a full-page ad in the Flint Daily Journal listing the entire membership and promoting the philosophy and purpose of Rotary. I know the spirit of Walter Duncan is with us today, full of pride with all that has been accomplished by Flint Rotary in our 99 years. Happy anniversary, Flint Rotary.